I have been wanting to see this movie for a long time now. I'm so excited to review this. Let's go. Alexander Skarsgård, the oldest of the Skarsgård family, aside from, of course, his father. I love the Skarsgårds. Wonderful acting, wonderful stories. That all of the ones that I've seen, which is just three, uh, they choose wonderful stories to be a part of. Great choices, great acting. This movie is no different. But I want to say this is a bit of a visual folk tale of sorts. Yeah, not exactly an acting tour de force, but more of a Viking epic. Alexander Skarsgård, when he was a boy, he was actually a prince of a Viking king. The Viking king, oddly enough, was played by Ethan Hawke. I love Ethan Hawke for various reasons, but I did not picture him in such a role. Does it work? Sort of. It works and it doesn't. Because he's Ethan Hawke, I just don't picture him being like this imposing Viking king. But one of the things I really enjoy about Ethan Hawke is he commits so well to whatever performance he gives. Whatever movie he's in, whatever performance he does, he commits incredibly to it. And this is no different. So he makes you believe him in this role, which I really love. At first, I was like, Ethan Hawke, no. And then eventually you kind of settle into it. And then when you really see more of the story, and now I'm talking about Ethan Hawke more, which is fine, let's do it. You start to realize that his position in this movie makes more and more sense. But we'll get to that in a moment. So he's a Viking king. Alexander Skarsgård, younger kid, is the young prince. Nicole Kidman is the queen. They rule over a certain section of this north area, right? Okay. Without ruining too much, it gets taken from them very violently. Not many people are left from this regime, except for, of course, Alexander Skarsgård. As a young boy, he manages to escape, gets to grow up all big and strong, and basically he finds his moment to come back and hopefully reclaim what is rightfully his. In short, okay, so how's the story? Again, it plays like a Viking epic. Largely works very well. In short, it's a very interesting story. You root for his character pretty much all throughout, but there's a moment in the movie later on. I don't want to ruin too much. I'll just say it gets more complicated. How's the fighting in the movie? It's really good. It's not the most kinetic fighting I've seen, but again, these are like old Viking warriors, right? There's brutality here, but there's not necessarily finesse. And with stories like these, how is the bad guy in this film? And again, I'll just say it gets complicated. I'll talk more in a spoiler segment in a little bit. But I enjoyed the complicated nature of that. Oh, and yes, uh, and Anna Taylor Joy is in this movie too. How is she in it? Similar to Alexander Skarsgård, she chooses very interesting movies and very interesting roles. No different here for her either. She plays a very interesting character. I don't think she necessarily plays an integral role in this movie, at least not directly, but her position in this film is very clear and necessary. Overall, a great film. I have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Check this out. Let me know what you think. Now I'm going to get into spoilers. So, spoilers. I'm doing it. Let's go. Okay, so let's get into the complicated nature of the bad guy and the whole situation. So, family basically gets everything taken from them, right? Father is no longer there. He done, right? Mother snatched away, son escapes. But the person who did it is actually the uncle, the father's brother. Okay, ooh, good stuff. He's the guy on the far right on the other side, Nicole Kidman. Very good promo picture here. Showing that. And I mean the uncle takes everything. He takes their kingdom, he takes the mom, right? He takes her. Like she's his wife now. He gives the uncle at least another kid. So basically just totally replacing that original family. And as a boy, Alexander Skarsgård's character recites to himself. He's going to avenge his father. He's going to save his mom. He's going to stick it to the uncle, just straight up, Right. He recites it for years and years, getting big and bear-like. They call him like bear something or other. And he finds his moment to get his revenge, right? And he goes over there and he gets his bloody revenge. He's doing all kinds of things. He's not just going after the uncle. He is dismantling dude's operation in a nasty way. And you're rooting for him, like, oh man, that's great. Stick it to him, right? And then you kind of find out, at least according to the mother, Nicole Kidman's character, that she never liked the dad. His dad, Alexander Skarsgård's dad. She actually likes the uncle better. And she actually ordered the uncle to take them both out. Complicated. It's really complicated. Like, oh man. Could you imagine the trip that must be to go through your whole growing up life? Just go, I'm gonna save you, mom. I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna stick it to that MFer that did that to our family. I'm gonna get him. And it turns out it was her. According to her and the uncle, she begged him to do it. Wow. What would you do in that situation? I ask you, what would you do? And what's even funnier is that she frames Ethan Hawke's character as like a weak king, you know? And I'm not trying to make fun of Ethan Hawke, but it made more sense to me why he was the king compared to his uncle. Compared to the uncles, the uncle definitely feels like he's a formidable Viking warrior. Ethan Hawke does not. Apparently, her character felt the same way. So I thought was interesting. If you see this, Ethan Hawke, I love you. You're awesome, but the contrast is very interesting. That's very clear. Oh, and if you're curious about Anna Taylor-Joy's character, even further, she's the love interest, of course, right? She's supposed to be kind of a witch of sorts, but not exactly, not really, not in my opinion. She's just smart. I think she does have some kind of precognitive ability, but I really like her character because it gives him a choice. She represents a positive future for him, and he has to decide between that and getting revenge. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Okay, okay. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. All right.